Hello, my name is Daniel Mall, but it doesn't matter who I am. All that matters is the validity of the argument I'm going to try to make. And I want this to be quick. I just want to say a little something about capitalism and what's wrong with it, okay? Americans usually are in great defense of capitalism, and capitalism has done great things. Very productive system, taken us very far, without a doubt. I just want to say really two main things about capitalism. Number one, the purpose of capitalism. The purpose of capitalism as an economic system. Fundamentally, its driving force is not to provide for people. It's not to provide goods for people. That's not its goal as a system. That's not its dynamic function. It's not the well-being of the masses, the populace. It's not to provide for good society or the well-being of people, and not to provide goods for people either. The purpose of capitalism is one, and that is to make a profit. To make a profit that the owners and the board of directors and the major investors that they get to control. That's the purpose of capitalism. To make a profit for them. And then they get to decide how it's spent. The CEOs, the owners, the board of directors, the major investors. And that's it. Um, if those people can't make a profit from a business, from a company, from an endeavor, business endeavor, then they'll move on, they'll do something else. They want a profit, not for their employees, but for themselves. If their profit dips, they lay off their employees because their employees, they're an expense. Uh, if they can't make a profit in a particular neighborhood, they pull out of that neighborhood. They don't have any um, obligation to provide a service in that neighborhood. That's what uh, public that's what state programs do. They try to put a program in every little neighborhood, not private industry. If they can't make a profit in a particular neighborhood, they pull out. If they can't make a big enough profit that they're happy with, they lay off workers. They don't ultimately care about their people. Capitalism itself doesn't care about people. It cares about creating a profit that a small group of people gets to control. Now, of course, they want people to be able to purchase their goods, sure, but they also want to be able to take the largest profit that they can. So they want to pay as low wages as they can and make the biggest profit while keeping people basically alive and able to make some purchases. Uh, for the sake of brevity, let's talk real quickly about the minimum wage, $15 minimum wage. If we enacted a $15 minimum wage, prices would go up. It's true, and they may go up substantially. But that is because the the owners, the capitalists, the boards, the CEOs, they, they'll want to maintain their profits. They'll want to maintain their advantage. Okay, so if we raise the minimum wage, more people are going to be able to purchase more things, so that should get the economy booming, right? Maybe, but if the workers rise up, the owners will want to rise up more. They want the difference. They want the economic difference. Um, if middle class is nice, then they want to be much nicer. So why the $15 an hour uh, minimum wage won't work without some other laws changing and other economic dynamics taking place. The $15 minimum wage won't work because in capitalism, the owners can just raise their prices, lay people off, make as much off of as few people, and and this is how commercialism works, right? They've got to convince people to need things. So sometimes capital the owners of companies can just have a little niche group that they sell to, but they'll sell it very expensive at a very high price because they've convinced those people that they need it, that they should make those purchases. So just consider what the goal of capitalism is, and why the poor can't get any better in such a capitalist system. Okay, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye bye.